Welcome back to Lenses You Should Use with the Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro. This is the 24-70, the f4 version. In case you were wondering, USM stands for ultrasonic motor, which usually refers to autofocus, but that's for stills. So yeah, sorry, I really still don't rely on autofocus for any cinema camera, even though you can do tap to focus on the Blackmagic. It's not something I've actually tested or intend to ever use. The macro mode is the coolest part of this lens to me. You can go into a setting that's farther than 70 mil and you can get really close focus to your subjects. Usually you need something like the Canon 100mm lens to get that type of a stylized shot, but you can do it with this zoom lens. It's a great walk around everyday lens. So that's why most of the examples have been daylight stuff versus nighttime stuff. But that macro button is just cool. It's just a weird little feature that I find myself using more often than not, especially for promo videos, stuff where details are really important. You can use this feature and not have to swap lenses just to get those specialty shots. This is number 2 of 3 in the talk about lenses you'd use with the 6K Pro series, where I just kind of go around and shoot and then talk about things I like about the lens or do not like about the lens afterwards. This is the opportunity for me to tell you that if you've been enjoying these, enjoy this one. You probably didn't see the others because 95% of people who watch these videos aren't subscribed to the channel. So please do subscribe to the channel. Be one of those 5% and help me get to my goal of 1,000 within a year of focusing on YouTube, which will be the end of August. So these are a few lenses I think you should look at if you want to use the 6K Pro, just generally for shoots that you can't change lenses every single shot, and you want lenses that can do more than one thing. I recommend the 24-70 for daytime, everyday shooting. That combined with the macro mode, it can get you some really great perspectives, relatively lightweight, and relatively affordable. The ergonomics of this lens are why I consider it. It's significantly lighter than Sigma's 24-70 at a similar f-stop. I want less weight in my bag. I want this camera to be able to get down to as small as possible and fit in a sling bag. And if I want to carry 1, even 2 lenses, weight really matters in terms of what I'm actually going to want to carry on a day around the city type shoot. When you don't know what you have to get, you want to have as much coverage as possible. So getting the 18-35 and the 24-70, they pair pretty nicely with each other. I haven't sold this since the 5D Mark II days. This lens is so reliable and so compact and lightweight, it stays in my bag every shoot. I don't often use optical image stabilization, but this lens does have it if that's something you like. I find that only using optical image stabilization on a camera that doesn't have in-body image stabilization creates a weird dragging effect. It just kind of looks like it's catching up with your movements and doesn't really do enough to slow things out. Own that handheld look. Keep the camera close to your chest. Use a strap. Do whatever you got to do to get your handheld look down, but I don't think the way is using image stabilization on the 6K Pro. At 70mm, you can get great background blur. But here's what 24mm looks like in a similar, albeit very silly scenario. None of these are practical. Just trying to have a little bit of fun while talking about the 24-70. So, thanks for watching this video. I'm going to continue to go to New York City's greatest parks and bring my favorite lenses and show you some examples of them with this camera setup. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and liking the video. It really helps me out. And I'll see you in the next one. I'm off walking. My MKBHD outro. Peace.